Yo, what is up, guys? It is xFayze here. I will be reacting to Oliver Anthony, I Want to Go Home. But before I do that, I want to talk about my reaction to Northman of Richmond, because there were two specific lines that I did not like on that, and I expressed that I did not like it. People were just really pissed off that I didn't like it, so we're gonna actually go through it now that I watched his update video where he actually explained those lines and explained where they came from. So if you don't care about any of this, just skip forward and watch my reaction to this one. What I said in that reaction video basically was, I like his voice a lot, right? Very strong, powerful voice. I like the way that he composed the song, right? The strings that he used, his overall message and his intention, right? I believe that he had good intentions. But that line where he went at obese people, I understand he's talking about specifically obese people that abuse the welfare system, but the fact that he put that line right before the line where he's like, young men are digging their own graves or something like that, right? Felt like he was inferring that obese people eating more on welfare is causing young men to die, which isn't correct at all. And even in his own words, when he actually did that video explanation, he said, I know how this line could have been misinterpreted. So he admitted, like, this line wasn't written in the best way possible, but what he was referring to was an article that he had read where he saw that, you know, young kids weren't getting meals at cafeterias. To him, that made it relatable because obese people stealing welfare to get more food apparently meant that people in cafeterias couldn't get food. I know it doesn't work like that. I don't think it works like that either, but I see where his point of view came from, and the sentiment that young kids in cafeterias should get food when they're starving. I agree with that sentiment. I just don't agree with the wording and the way that he put those two lines together. Okay, so now that we have that part cleared up, the second part was, I thought that when he was talking about the Northmen of Richmond, the people north of Richmond, he was talking more of a like south versus north type thing. He was talking more of a right versus left type thing. And people told me that no, Washington, D.C. is north of Richmond, and he's referring to all politicians. In his explanation video, he actually said that as well, that he's not taking sides, and he's really like going at the whole system, so the right and the left. But I actually had to do my research, right? So in the comment section in my video, I said, hey, you know, you guys were right. What I thought he was referring to was completely wrong. But then I don't know, guys. I'm gonna pull this up for you to see right now. Not sure if you can see this, but the White House of Confederacy is in the Court End neighborhood of Richmond, Virginia. So I do think that he was referring to the Confederates, okay? Because why else would he use Richmond exactly, which is the home of Confederacy? Now, I'm not an expert on any of this. I do not have a dog in this fight. I'm Canadian. I don't care about the left or right or any of this stuff. But I'm just saying, I think he was inferring some things here that was right-leaning. But I guess he backed off from it on his explanation video. That's the only reasonable explanation I could have for that. So my stance here is the way that it's worded, and it can't be a coincidence that Richmond is the home of the Confederates. So I still disagree with that line, but I think that he has good intentions in mind, and I really think that he is against the establishment, and he is for the working class. So that's why I'm listening to him again today, and we're gonna see what other ideas he puts out to us. I'm gonna tell you where I agree. I'm gonna tell you where I don't agree. If you don't like it, just run that dislike button again, because you guys railed that button for me last time.
Well, if it weren't for my old dogs and the good Lord, they'd have me strung up in the psych ward. 'Cause every day living in this new world is one too many days to me. Son, we're on the brink of the next world war, and I don't think nobody's praying no more. And I ain't saying I know it for sure. I'm just down on my knees begging the Lord to take me home.
I like how he really put his emotion in there when he said begging the Lord. He really you heard it in his voice, right? And he's not even saying that you have to believe in God. He's saying, look, like the way that the world is looking right now, you better pray that there is a God, because that's the only way we're getting out of it. We are on the brink of a new world war with what's going on in Ukraine. Um, no, I feel with everything he said so far, and I think that whether you're religious or not, it's true, man. It's true.
I wanna go home. I don't know which road to go. It's been so long. I just know I didn't used to wake up feeling this way. Cussing myself every damn day. There's always some kind of bill to pay. People just doing what the rich man say. I wanna go home.
I like the metaphor too, where he says, "I want to go home." He doesn't mean his literal home. He says he wants to go back in time where he felt safe and he felt that everything was right in the world, right? And that was a thought and a feeling that he had in the past, right? So not really a place, but really an environment, a feeling that he's referring to there. I don't disagree with any of these at all. They're very well sung too.
Now 4 generations farming the ground. Grandson sells it to a man out of town. And 2 weeks later, the trees go down. Only got concrete growing around. I wanna go home.
He's talking about how even in the farmlands where I'm guessing he's from, which is why he's singing about it. Um, it used to be a community, right? And now it's all about business. It's all about business. It's all about what gets you the money the fastest. So it's not about growing your farm and building it for generations and really holding on to something with emotional um just that emotional weight, and also the fact that it's more nature friendly than cutting all the trees. But the fact that all these things are just instantly disappearing as soon as one person that's rich enough to buy all this land off you buys it, it's gone. Everything's gone. Everything's changing. And he doesn't want it to change because, again, I want to go home, right? He's referring to his home here. I like the way that this song is written.
I wanna go home. I don't know which road to go. It's been so long. I just know I didn't used to wake up feeling this way. Cussing myself every damn day. People have really gone and lost their way. They all just do what the TV say. I wanna go home.
And again, he's referring to how powerful the media is nowadays, because at the end of the day, it's really the media that puts the loud minority from the left and the right on that pedestal for everyone to see. And that fight between the minority and the left, of the extreme left and the minority and the extreme right, fighting is what we see every day, and it really promotes that division. When most people can just sit down and agree with each other within a few hours of talking with each other, and if you don't agree, you can respectfully disagree when you're face to face with someone and having a conversation, one on one. But when you get into your groups and your teams and your left versus right, all this stuff that the media really pushes on towards us, because look, that's what's getting views. So the media is going to keep doing it. That's what's getting clicks. That's what's generating all their ad revenue, all their money. So they're going to keep promoting that. And the only way to get out of that is just don't watch the news, guys. Just don't watch any mainstream news. Get your information from somewhere else. I don't know where smaller publications, Reddit, the internet, Twitter, I don't know where it is. Get your information from somewhere else that doesn't live off of clicks and live off of the attention grabbing headline that makes sure to include something violent about the either the right or the left. It's crazy out there. It's crazy out there. And that one little bar that he said in the song made me think of all those things. So that's one of the things that I do appreciate with artists like this, is the fact that they can make you think of a lot of different ideas with just one single line. And that's what I thought of as soon as he said that.
If it weren't for my old dogs and the good Lord, they'd have me strung up in the psych ward.
For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? That's true. That is true. And I'm not even that religious. I'm really about discussing the actual points versus attacking the person. So, if you're the type of person that's gonna attack someone else because you disagree with them, not on my channel.